Hello friends, Kalrao School Halol presenting this video for standard 11th Commerce and Science English medium. Friends, today we are going to discuss about the chapter number 2, the address, which is taken from the book Schnapp's Knot and written by Marga Minko. Marga Minko herself is the writer of this lesson, who wrote about the situation in which she went for bring the some stuff of her mother. This is the situations of the presented situation in this lesson is about the Second World War. After Second World War was finished, at that time she get back to bring the stuff of her mother, and whatever the situations were created at there, and which kind of the atmosphere were there at the time, everything was described in this lesson. Let's see what is there in the lesson with the word to word explanation. This story is a poignant account of a daughter who goes in search of her mother's belongings after the war in Holland. This is a story about the poignant. Poignant means unhappy, misery, dukhi. Okay, and poignant daughter. The daughter is a very poignant because she lost about her mother, and she goes in search of the mother's belonging. Belonging means stuffs. Okay, whatever the stuff means सामान जो उसका होता है, that is called. So after completing the war into the Holland, war is talking about the Second World War. They are talking about the when she finds them, the objects evoke memories of her earlier life. Whenever she find whenever she find the all the stuffs of regarded her mother, she went out into the old memory about her childhood memory, about the memory of her mother, about the memory of her earlier life. Evoke means to refresh. ठीक है. However, she decided to leave them all behind and resolved to move on. After all, she decided to no need to remembering all this misery, or no need to remembering about the things from which we can get the trouble, we can get the miseries. Okay, we cannot comfortable with the memory. It is better we have to forget that memory. So after all, at the end of this lesson, what she would decide regarding her mother's stuff, regarding her mother's belongings, that everything is given in this lesson. Let's see what is there. Do you still know me? I asked. Means here writer Margot Minko herself describing or narrating this lesson. So that's why whenever the I word is concerned, it is belonging with the Margot Minko. Okay, so Margot Minko asked someone, do you still know me? The woman looked at the searchingly. She had opened the door a chink. I came closer and stood on the step. One woman, she went to the house of the one woman, and whenever she asked to the woman that she knows me, means the writer asked that woman about her introduction. The woman looked her searchingly means she was trying to find out that that person is knowing by her or not. She had opened the door. Ching means a little bit. Okay, she opened the door a ching. Whenever any strange person came to our house, we didn't open the door. We didn't open the door fully. So whatever the door we open, that is called chink. Okay, I came closer and stood on the step. Writer goes to closer of that person, that lady, and after that she stand on the step. No, I don't know you. The lady replied to her that she didn't know her. I am Mrs. S's daughter. I am Mrs. S's daughter. My name. She didn't mention her name here. She introduced herself as Mrs. S's daughter. She had her hand on the door as though she wanted to prevent it opening any further. means she put it down or picked up that door very tightly, and she didn't want to open that door because she didn't want to enter that lady, means the writer or writeress, to their or her home. Her face gave absolutely no sign of recognition. After seeing her face, our writer thought that she didn't want to, she didn't recognize her, she didn't identify her. She kept staring at me in silence. In silence, she staring. To stare means looking with a very observing eyes. Okay, ध्यान से देखना. That is called staring. She stare her in a silently. Perhaps I was mistaken. I thought perhaps isn't her. It isn't her. I had seen her only once. Okay, the writer seen that lady once whenever she was a child. So writer thought that by mistake she came another person's house. Okay, after knocking the door, she thought that she is not a person from whom she was finding about, or for whom she was searching about. So she thought that by mistake she knocked some another person's door, so she thought about that she had making the mistake flightingly, and that was years ago. It was almost probable that I had rung the wrong bell, because there was a spending a lot of time. It is talking about her childhood memory. So she thought that it is very long time period. Probably she forgot her face, and it is spent about the many years. So she thought that she came to the wrong house and rang the wrong bell. She thought that, writer thought that. Woman let go to the door and stepped to the side. She was wearing my mother's green knitted cardigan. After whenever she was thinking about that, then the woman let go the door. Okay, she left the door and stepped to a side, means she went to the inside of the house. She was wearing her mother cardigan means sweater. Okay, cardigan means a sweater which was knitted by her mother. So after seeing that, the writer get the confirmation that she is the exact lady for whom the writer was searching them. The wooden buttons were rather pale from washing. The button was made from the wooden. The button of the sweater was made from the wooden, and it was turning into the pale just because of the washing of that sweater many times. She showed that I was looking at the cardigan and half of her and again behind the door. But I know now that I was right. Writer told here that she realized that the writer was observing her sweater. Cardigan means sweater. She was observing her sweater, so she tried to hide her sweater. Okay, and trying to hide herself just because she didn't seen that sweater. She didn't observe that this is belong with her mother. So she didn't want to show off them that she wear the sweater of her mother. But writer know that she was right, that she came to the exact door, right door. She came at the her door. Why our writer came here? Why Marga Minko came here? Marga Minko came here for taking the belongings of her mother, which was given to this lady before many years. But she didn't want. After spending many years, she thought that it is her belongings, and she didn't want to give that belongings to that person or the daughter of that lady. But the writer thought that it is the memories of her mother, and she didn't allow to this belongings to any other person. So she came here to bring that belongings of her mother. Well, we knew my mother, I asked. Well, you know my mother, I asked. The writer asked that lady that you know my mother. Have you came back? Said the woman. Have you come back? Said the woman. The woman replied her that can you come after some time? I thought that no one had come back. I thought no one had come back. Means the lady replied that you came back. I thought that no one will come back. Only me. She thought that only me. Okay, writer replied her that only me will come. A door opened and closed into the passage behind her. A musty smell emerged. The writer saw that the door was into the backside of the passage was closed and behind, and musty smell means a bad smell. Okay, was came in emerge means bad smell entered into the room. I regret I cannot do anything for you. I regret means I felt sorry. Regret means felt sorry that the lady replied to our writer Marga Minko that she couldn't help her. I have come here specially on the train. Writer replied her. Writer told her that she came here specially on the train. I wanted to talk to you for a moment. The writer wanted to talk to that lady to whom she bring the belongings of her mother, and she want to talk to that lady also. It is not convenient for me. It is not convenient. Convenient means comfortable. Okay, that is not convenient time or period or a place for her, said the woman. Woman replied to writer, I can't see you another time. Okay, she didn't want to see another time, or she didn't want to meet, or she didn't meet her another time. She nodded and cactuously closed the door as though no one inside the house she should be disturbed. She nodded means she replied, or she replied no to that, and cactuously means slowly she closed the door of the house, and though inside the house should be disturbed, and she didn't want to show that someone else is also there into the house. I stood where I was on the step. The writer stood on the step. The curtain in front of the bay window moved. The curtain was moving, which was at the place of the window. Someone stared at me and would then have asked what I wanted. When writer the door was closed, and after writer was standing outside of the window, and she feels that someone was staring inside from the house behind the curtain, and the person who was into the house was asking that lady about me. Writer feel that, oh, nothing, the woman would have said. It was nothing. The woman replied to that person that it was nothing matter about the replying of that person. I looked at the nameplate again. The writer looked the nameplate again. Darling, it said in a black letters on a white enamel, and on the jam a bit higher the number 46. Means writer observing the nameplate. On that nameplate it is written that darling, and it was written with the black letters with the white color enamel. Enamel means paint. Okay, and onto the jam means a frame of the frame on which the name written. Okay, jam means a frame on which the name was written, which was made from the wooden. So it is a little bit higher, and on that number 46 was written, the house number 46. As I walked slowly back to the station, I thought about my mother. She didn't get the enough response from her mother about the stop of her mother, and she went back to the station to pick up the train, and she didn't want to she didn't able to talk that lady because she was not properly gave the response to writer who had given me the address a years ago. Her mother given this address to Margaminko about this lady years ago, means before many years. It had been in the first half of the year. Okay, first half of the year means what is the meaning of the first half of the years? First half of the war means whenever the World War II was going on into the year of 1939 to 1943. Between this year, the World War II were going on. Okay, at that time she gave the name and address about this lady that after completing this, after finishing all this thing, you must go to this address and bring our belongings. Whatever the stuff was belonging to that lady, you have to bring it back for us. I was home for a few days and in a struck me immediately that was something in other about the rooms had changed. Writer thought that I was feel at that time when she came to the home. Okay, she felt that something on other about the room had changed. Means something was changing into the room with a stop. I missed the various thing. Writer missed the various thing from the room. My mother was surprised. Her mother was surprised. I should have noticed this so quickly. Writer should noticed very quickly about the belongings in which put it down into the room. So her mother got the surprise about the observation of this child, of her daughter. Then she told me about Mrs. Darling. After that, she told her daughter about Mrs. Darling. I had never heard of her, but apparently she was an old acquaintance of my mother. She writer told us that she didn't seen her. Okay, she didn't seen that lady how she was looking about, but she imagined that that lady was as equal as the age of her mother, whom she hadn't seen for years. She didn't see the lady for many years. She had suddenly turned up and renewed their contact. Since then, she had come regularly. Before some time, she came regularly to her house and bring every day one stuff or one belongings from her mother, and after some time she renewed their contact, means to left their contact, and many of the times she hadn't came to visit the house of our writer. Every time she leaves here, she takes something home with her. Whenever she visit our house, whenever she came to our house, she brings something every time for her house, said my mother. My mother means Marga Minko's mother was told her that she brings every day something for her house. She took all the table silver in one go. Table silver means whatever the stuff was put it down on the table which was made from the silver, she bring that thing at home with her. And then the antique plate that hung there, after that, after next day, she bring the antique plate, very precious plate which was hang over there behind the or in front of the dining table. She had trouble legging those large vase. There was a one huge or large vase there. She didn't able to pull down or pull up that vase. So in very trouble, she pull up that vase and bring it to her home. And I am worried she got crack in her back from the crockery. Writer was worried that if any of the injury, if she fell down to pull up this huge vase, and if she fallen down onto the floor, there would be a very big injury on her back. So writer was worried about that lady. My mother shook her head pityingly. I would never have dare ask her. She suggested it to me herself. She even insisted. She wanted to save all my nice things. If we have to live here, we shall lose everything, she says. The writer told us that Marga Minko said to us that she didn't have a dare. She didn't have a dare to ask her mother why she was giving all this stuff to that lady. Why you are giving your precious belonging to that lady? Okay, the writer wants to suggest her mother that there is no meaning to give that your precious thing to that lady, but she wanted actual situation is what the Second World War was going on, and the situation will come anytime to leave the house for them. So she want to save the nice thing, precious thing for her. So she gave to that stuff or that belonging to that lady for protecting that. Okay, whenever this situation will be into the normal, she will bring that stuff by herself. So she thought about this situation. Have you agreed with her that she should keep everything I asked her? One day our writer asked to her mother that are you agreed, are you believe that lady keep those things very properly or into the very proper manner? Do you know that? Are you sure? As if that's necessary, my mother said. My mother cried. My mother replied her in very eagerly manner, means chidke. She replied to her that it is necessary to ask her. That lady was picking our stuff for the protect, okay, and you told me that I have to ask that she will be keep safe that thing or not. It would simply be an insult to talk like that. If we can talk like that, who save our stuff for without any intention, it means it is the insult of that person. And think about the risk she was running. She was taking the risk to bring this belonging, our belonging with her. So we can't ask her whether she is putting this stuff safely or not. Each time she goes out our door with a full suitcase or a bag, she bring the empty bag or suitcase from the home, and she collect all the precious stuff from our house every day, and she bring it back to her home. So this kind of the situation was running for many days, okay, and thus sorry, one by one she bring the belongings from our house every day. So writer knows the situation, writer knows the thing that lady was bring all these things with her. My mother seems to notice that I was not entirely convinced. Writer's mother means she observed, or she thought, she knows that writer was not happy or not completely convinced, entirely convinced that this is the safe way to give our precious stuff to any strange person. She looked at me reprovingly, and after that we spoke no more about it. She may with the reprovingly means with a very anger looking, okay, that we didn't talk on this particular topic with each other, because writer thought that it will be converted into the angerness, and after that it will be created a very poor situations between two mother and daughter. So the writer didn't discuss this thing about with her mother, but she observing everything. She observing that lady was bring all this stuff with her. Meanwhile, I had arrived at the station. Till here, the writer was thinking about the previous time period of her life, And whenever she was on the way to the station, after talking with that lady, actually that lady brings all their stuff from the home, and after getting the normal situation, whenever our writer went her home to bring that all the stuffs, she didn't recognize her, and she told her that she didn't know her. Okay, and this was the pathetic situation for the writer, because she didn't get back that stop which is belonging with her mother. So she reached at the station without having paid much of the attention to the thing. On the way, whatever the things were came into the way of her, because she spent her entire childhood on the she spent her entire childhood on this street. So there are many memories about this area, but she thought about the only past tense thing which was happened with her mother and their stuff. So she didn't observe or pay attention about the things which were come into the way of the station. I was walking into the familiar place again for the first time since the war. She came this familiar place. Familiar place means what? The place in which she was lived many years ago. She came after the war completed, but I did not want to go further than was necessary. She didn't want to go further, and she didn't think that it was necessary. I didn't want to upset myself. Writer didn't want to upset herself with a sign of the stress and house full of memories from a precious time. She didn't want to remember that precious time about her childhood whenever she was living with her mother, because if she think about that memory, she will be get the pain only, and she will not happy to seeing or to remembering all these things. So writer thought that it is better to forget all these things which gave the pain to us. In the train back I saw Mrs. Darling in front of me again, as I had into the first time I met her. And whenever she sat into the train, she thought that Mrs. Darling was in front of that lady. It was the morning after the day my mother had told me about her. It was the morning day, okay, morning time, when her mother told about Mrs. Darling to her daughter, means the writer. I had get up late and coming downstairs. Writer was thinking about the past time. She was thinking about the past memory, one day memory, when she was getting up, okay, from getting up late into the morning, and she went downstairs. She showed that my mother about see someone out. She showed that her mother was talking with someone who was standing outside of the house, a woman with a broad back. She didn't show the face of that lady into the in any of the previous time. So she didn't remember or recognize the face of that lady who reject her. So who reject her to identify. Okay, there is my daughter, said my mother. She beckoned to me. The mother introduced about her daughter to that strange lady, that she is her daughter. She beckoned to me. Means she show observing her. The woman nodded and picked up the suitcase under the coat rack. She wore a brown coat and a shapeless hat. At that time, she bring the suitcase from the stuff of the belongings of the writer and her mother. She showed that she was looking very fatty woman. She had a broad back, okay, and she wear a brown coat and shapeless hat. Does she live far away? I asked her. Writer asked her mother that does she live far away from here? seeing the difficulty she had going out of the house with a heavy case. The suitcase, okay, case means suitcase was very heavy, so she didn't pull up the suitcase properly. So with the very difficultly she holded down the suitcase and coming with going out from the house. In Marconi Street, said mother. Number 46, remember that. Mother gave the address of that lady. She was living into the Marconi Street and the number of her house is about the 46. This means this lady who brings their stuff, who brings their belongings, who brings their precious belonging with her, she live at the Marconi Street and her house is house number 46. Okay friends, still here we stop our explanation regarding this explanation. I hope you can understand what is there in the story. Regarding this explanation, whatever the question answers are there, that I will send you through the PDF. You have to write down that one in your notebook properly. So about our remaining part of this lesson we will discuss in our video number 2. Okay, that it will be published later on. So you have to see in that video and try to understand what is the exact story about this lesson. Okay, bye.